Okay, all right. So first of all, thank you so much for inviting me on this stage, and obviously in this beautiful city as well. Uh, my name is Ronny. I represent a company called Kaskus Indonesia, and other than that, I also represent an association. We call it the Indonesian Digital Association. It was founded by 11 of the largest news organizations in the country. So my purpose of being here to this event, not only to understand about how CXENSE can help in terms of Kaskus itself, but I guess in terms of association, how we can build a closed-loop private exchange. I think that's very important for the country, because this morning I heard from the presentations from Paxton, right? Google is now taking a lot of revenue out of a country as well, especially from our countries, the emerging countries. So that's one of the things that the association is trying to do, to sit down together with the 11 largest news organizations in the country to actually build a private exchange. But my topic today is about driving user engagement and the user interactions, tips and tricks. But before that, probably I can give a little bit of snapshot about the country and about the Kaskus. So Indonesia is a very big country. Yes, it is. For those of you who have been to Bali, I need to stress it out. Bali is not equal to Indonesia anyway. So Bali is one of the islands out of 16,000 islands in Indonesia, right? We have about like 260 million populations right now, half equal to the urban and the rural. We have about like 85 million internet users right now. It is a very big Facebook users in the country. We have about like 70 million of entire Facebook users. And I just checked this morning, Jakarta is still the top two city of the most Facebook populations. It's about like 7.2 million Facebook users just for Jakarta alone, right? So yes, there's a lot of active mobile subscriptions. If you see, there's a little bit strange number there because it's more than the population, which is true. That's very normal for Indonesians to have more than one mobile phone. I have 2 mobile phones. My boss have 3 anyway. So, but don't ask me what it's used for, right? One for personal, one for the other one, Right. So yes, it's more than the populations, but yeah, it's very regular to have more than one phone in Indonesia. We are also very big in terms of Twitter penetrations, and most of the instant messaging, social media, we are actually one of the largest in the world. I just found out that the top 2 Facebook city in the world is actually in Southeast Asia. The first one is actually Bangkok. Last year, Jakarta was the #1 most populous Facebook internet users, but now it's Bangkok. Okay, so not only that we are top 2 Facebook users, but just to make things relax a little bit, this is what happens if you have emerging countries with a large population like that. We have a worst traffic jam in the world, in fact. So 2 months ago, we were announced as Jakarta as the world's most traffic jam city in the world. So the funny side is that yesterday I went out to the road there, 8:30. I don't see a single car in the road there. 8:30 in the night. That's serious. But yeah. So how has Kaskus enabled Indonesians? Kaskus was started in 1999 by 2 of the very young gentlemen, Indonesians at the age of 20. They started as a hobby, right? So this year, we are going to celebrate the 16 years of Kaskus. So Kaskus is a very household brand in Indonesia. I believe most of the Indonesians understand what Kaskus is. We were started small, and then we grew. In 2008, we brought the 2 Indonesians, came back to Indonesia, and professionally run the company. We started small. There was about like 360,000 members only. And then nowadays, we have about like 8.5 million of members. Yes, we dream even bigger. I think this is one of the things that we are trying to improve on. The company, the brand has been around for 16 years, but the company has only been around for like 7 years. What we're trying to do is that how we can improve ourselves to be the top 3 Alexa in the country. If you see in the country itself, we are about number 7 in Alexa. Above us are all international brands. right? The idea is that how we can improve ourselves and grow much faster together with the populations of internet penetration itself. So we dream bigger. There's a lot more things that we're going to do that I can explain later that hopefully that will achieve us to be the top 3 Alexa in the country. So we now have about 28 million unique visitors a month. That's about 33% of the entire Indonesia internet population. Out of 3 Indonesian netizens use Kaskus, right? We have about 120,000 new members every single month. Those unique visitors generated about 700 million of page view. We are targeting ourselves by end of the year. We will be the first portal in Indonesia that will reach 1 billion page view a month. Every single day, there's like 4,000 new posts, new thread posts, every single day. So Kaskus itself has 2 main things inside, the forum and then the classified. Those are on equal basis big. We have about like 28,000 of want to sell every single day. People that are posting about selling something and classified and things like that. So we are home to over 1 million registered sellers, right? We are targeting ourselves to actually understand a lot more who our sellers are. We are targeting to have like at least 3 million or half of the entire 8 million are the sellers, and then the rest are the buyers. So Kaskus is very local. We represent Indonesian culture, right? This is what makes us very unique and why people want to contribute inside Kaskus. The company itself, Kaskus itself, yes, we are the largest websites in the country, but we are also very much into offline. I think that's a perfect combination. That's one of the things that we believe our competitors don't have, is the combination between online and offline. Because we are very community-based, we try to go offline as well and try to set up communities on each of the cities. We now have about like 500 forum, almost 10,000 of communities all over Indonesia, end to end. Because we are also a platform whereby we try to make Indonesians very social, so they like to share things and things like that. They become citizen journalism as well. They try to post things that they cannot tell the editorials or other news portal. They can post it in Kaskus. Yes, we are a very social nation, as I mentioned earlier. Indonesians like to engage in the conversations. We talk a lot more. That's why we have a very high internet penetration in terms of social media tools and instant messaging as well. People like to share information. This is what we provide inside Kaskus. Everybody can share information. And then they build the communities as well that I mentioned earlier. We have about like 20,000 of communities. Every single community is available inside Kaskus, whether it's fishing, whether it's a bike, whether it's a motorbike, whether it's a certain activities and things like that. It's all available inside Kaskus. For our users, these are the main 3 things that we think is unique to us. It's like people like to share information, try to find information, and then not only that, they can make money as well, because we have a separate sections on the classified where people can do a lot of buying and selling, and it's a C2C kind of model, right? We are not really marketplace, but coming back to the topic today is that what are the tips and tricks that we learned from many, many years to engage, to make sure that our users have more interactions and engagements inside a digital portal. In this case, it's Kaskus. The first one is the integrations. Currently, we have a forum, and then we have the classified. So we try to mix and match between those 2. We tap on the goodness of each forum on each other, whether it's forum of the FJB. FJB is classified. Jual beli. Jual beli means buying and selling in Indonesian words. By integrating contents in relevant areas, we try to pull information each other. If it's on the homepage of the forum, we try to have a little bit of information about the classified site as well, and the other way around. And then we try to enroll users to further explore. We always give the latest trends, the latest stuff that people want to buy, and then we present that in the main page, in the sub page, in the sub forum as well. And then convert readers to buyers, buyers to readers. The second is that simple action, progressive discovery. We present users few options at a time. We are a very simple website. If you go to our website, it's a very simple website. It's a very text and photo based. But that's what Cascos is. We don't overwhelm them with too much information, right? We have a little bit of information, but if you go in there, people can click a lot more, click a lot more. We have the highest in terms of average click per user. I think each user click about like 50 times in each sessions inside Cascos. And they stay about like 30 minutes on each session inside Cascos. So we guide users to discover more as they progress inside Cascos. I guess this is what relevant towards the CXENSE. So over the many years of Cascos, it's been around for 16 years, we have zero understanding about who our users are. Because I guess the company has been professionally run in the past 3 years. So this is what we're trying to do, to have a more personalized recommendation engine, and then to understand who our users are and how to do a more personalized after they do a login, right? We just want to start it right now, even though that we are already the largest website. I guess it's a bit too late, but I think we have to start from somewhere. And then warm and playful with elements and surprises, embrace the irrationalities of the users, be playful, have fun, invite users. We are a very fun environment. We are a very open conversations environment. Everybody can say about everything. We do moderate some of the contents. There's more illegals, for examples. But everything is very fun and very engaging. We build our own slang, we build our own trends inside Cascos, and people use it not only for online, and then they start talking about offline as well, use it offline as well. We embed elements of surprises to our journey, right? Every single click that they go inside the Cascos, we try to give them surprises, right? We try to do gamification starting this year as well. There's more towards the gamification side. Cascos is a place to find latest trends. So most of the trends in Indonesia right now, there's a fever of a jewelry, a specific type of jewelry. So we always have that. And then this is the most important thing for me, is that Cascos is a place to accommodate citizen journalism. Most of the, I would say most of the news that's become a news came from Cascos before, right? So the users, they post it on the internet, and then it's being brought into the mainstream media, for example, a news portal, and it happens a lot. And Cascos is also a place to help others. It's a very community-based, so we have a lot of CSR kind of type. Every major accidents and incidents in the country, there's a community that actually try to help them, and that's the stickiness for us. That's what Indonesians come back all the time to Cascos, because we embed a lot of this activity. Cascos is a tool to legitimize brands, so we work with a lot of brands, right? Not only on the placement sites, on the banner sites, on the display ads, but we do a lot of content kind of information, not the content marketing, right? But for example, the Shell lubricants expert share on information related to motorbikes maintenance in the forum, in the specific forum. So we try to ask the community to actually participate based on the type of the brands. For example, these brands talk about the motorbikes. We have a forum on motorbikes, so they share all the information that. Right? We have tips and tricks for us to actually drive the entire users to actually participate in the specific topics they want to raise. Cascos is a bridge to reach customers. This is also a tool for customer service. A lot of brands open up the lock users here and become a facility for them to actually do the customer service. Our users complain and things like that, so the brand come in there and then try to respond as well. This is one of the tools that we think it becomes a stickiness for many of our users, for a lot of our users. Cascos is a place that powers entrepreneurship. There's a lot success stories that a very small, medium businesses or even a single persons, they try to sell something inside the Cascos and suddenly they become millionaires right now. So there's this guy from selling coffee and then there's this guy selling helmet. They engage into our community, try to sell a little bit here and there, and suddenly he's very popular nowadays because of Cascos. We are very genuinely interesting. Every topic is a free conversation inside Cascos, right? That's what makes it very, very fun because it is interesting. This is our president. He is a Cascoser as well, right? The Rapopo is a slang that happens from a Cascos, and then he brought it there. And then sometimes when we do a presentation, he said the words that came from Cascos. So we exist in the real life as well. This is one of the things that we think, I'm not sure about the rest of the guys, but I think it's very important to combine between online and offline, right? We are an internet company, yes we are, but sometimes we need to look into the BTR side as well, especially communities and the offline as well, and the offline activities. Cascos is a complete platform. These are the 5 C that we thought that we always keep on our mindset is that having the commerce part as well, and then the content, conversation, connection, and community. The relevancy is very important, empowerment is very important, the value itself, and then incentivize our users as well, that we have a place for them to buy and sell. They can do a lot of transactions, they can make some money from that. I think this is a real community platform. I think that's my last slide, in fact. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ronny. Do we have any questions from the audience now for Ronny?